you've aided and abetted so many people of greatness.
Yeah.
That the dope thing is your time is still happening. Your time has not come. It's not over. It's still happening. This new wave you got right now, we're empowering the people. Dump Trump.
Dump Trump.
Yo, the shirts look fresh. It's patriotic. and it echoes the sentiments of so many people out there.
Yeah.
What was the last straw for you?
Last straw was like 30 years ago, Central Park 5. That was the last straw for me. Like, Donald Trump, when you do the knowledge on the Central Park 5, I was with Yusef Salaam yesterday, actually. When you do the knowledge on the Central Park 5 and realize that that could have been any black or brown brother in Central Park at the time, that could have been any of us. And how they went about, arresting them and convicting them was Nazi. Like, they went door to door. Like that's illegal search and seizure.
Okay, now real quick, for those who don't remember the Central Park 5, these were 5 black teenagers who were accused of raping a woman in Central Park. Years later, it came out that they didn't do it. So NYPD put the, white girl gets raped and beat bad, like she almost died. Like, it was really horrific what happened to her, right? And in the mix of just trying to blame somebody for it, somebody to be held accountable for it, they picked up 5 black and Latino boys, right? And who had nothing to do with anything. And they forced, what do you call it? Forced admittance coerced the statement.
They coerced their statement. They forced them to admit to doing it. They had nothing to do with it. And Donald Trump took out a $100,000 front page ad in the New York Post, I think, either Post or the News, calling for their execution. Later, it would come out that through DNA evidence, they had nothing to do with it. The person who actually did it admitted to it later, and they were exonerated in 2000, like mid late 2000s. They were awarded a $43 million settlement. Donald Trump was asked about that in 2014, and he stood on what he did in 1989, 1990.
And still said they should have been executed.
They should have been executed. It was a mistake to give them any money. They should still be locked up. This is what he said in 2014. So, like, he's showing us and telling us what he thinks of us, and then how they went about arresting them. They'll do that to anybody.
Yeah, I mean, like, when you think of the way they hunted,
for
suspects.
Yeah,
that was very World War II.
Yeah.
Switch the police uniforms with Nazi uniforms. Same method and execution.
Gestapo tactics, door to door, knock on your door. We're looking for somebody. That's your son. We're gonna bring you in for questioning. You can't do that.
Yeah,
you can't do that. That's against the law. And we voted somebody in who's willing to spend money to break the law. We got to get him out of there.
And a person like that is dangerous. Sociopath at best.
Yeah.
So the video's out right now.
Yeah.
The record is it got a lot of people talking. Like,
big shout out to my son.
Yo.
DJ Heron, big shout out, no doubt.
And the level of activism that you guys are taking, because it's an unpopular stance, even as popular of a stance that it is to not like the president, it's an unpopular stance to take still. Because, there are repercussions that could come from this. Like, one day your credit may be this, and maybe one day it's that, because people like to tinker and mess with things.
Yes, right. Yeah.
And, COINTELPRO was a real thing.
And it's still around.
Yeah, and, but you're standing on your principles, and what you believe in your heart of hearts is the right thing to do. And, when George Bush was in office and we thought he was the worst possible presidential scenario that you can have.
Mr. President. Secret Science Rap. We have a song on there called Mr. President, which was the the George Bush version of the Dump Trump record.
Okay.
Brilliant record. And that's the last group or set of music that me and Tuffy did together as a group. But Mr. President, check that.
I'm going to revisit that.
Yeah.
Like, Eminem made a record, an anti-Bush record, when it was about to be time to vote for him to, for a second term. And even with Eminem's power that he had at the time, it still wasn't enough to turn the tide and, and force him to not get a re-election. And granted, you could point the finger at, voting tampering and things like that. I mean, there's so much you go into it. But, like, these waves that, guys like yourself and YG and Snoop Dogg and everybody else is putting out there, we can't thank you enough for it, because it's the scenic route
That's what being an artist is all about, really. Like, being an artist, to me, is speaking truth to power. Being an artist is to create a piece of work that is going to transform and move society in another direction. True art oftentimes isn't respected when it's delivered. It takes time to really get into it. You know, it might be years later where you reflect back and go, man, like, what's my man Van Gogh? When Van Gogh was alive, like, nobody liked his work. 70 years later after he died, he was the greatest. He's the greatest artist of all time, right? So, you know, you put the music out there, you put the art out there, and whether people are ready for it or not, you just put it out there and let them deal with it. So that's what Dump Trump is about. Something needs to be said, we're going to say it, and let you deal with it. You figure it out from there.
Word. Now, all campaigns take money to run. If people want to buy the Dump Trump shirts, support the single, where do they go?
All right, dumptrump.global. Get a shirt, hoodie, coffee mug, umbrella, tote bag, pins. We're going to come with it. We're going to keep this going to keep everybody on message. So dumptrump.global to get your shirt. You can go on YouTube to see the video with me and my son, video directed by Benny Boom, and it's on iTunes, Apple's, all your digital platforms. You can download the music and support that way. Yeah.
Yo, my son is such a solid dude, man. He came out the Bing and got right back to it.
Right back in
and, like, he was a monster before he went in.
He's a monster
And I think he was, like, you know, he was moving his pen for a lot of artists that we respect. I suspect him of writing a couple of LL joints, actually. But, yo, his pen game is fierce. Does he have a smile? I've never seen him smile.
Yeah, I've seen him smile.
What makes my son laugh? I'm curious.
What makes him laugh? Seeing people put that work in.
That's what's up.
Yeah, that makes him smile. Cool. Seeing people put that work in and elevating black women, no doubt.
All right. If people want to follow you,
Hakim Green, HAKIMGREEN, madism.info, because I'm still about that weed. Yes, I am. I got the Madism line of cannabis coming real soon. I got gear, all that coming. Madism as a brand. You know, I got to take advantage of this cannabis explosion, no doubt. Man. But also at Impeach the Prez for your Dump Trump look on IG. Hakim Green on Twitter, Facebook, HAKIMGREEN.
All right, now before you roll, this may be the most important question
I will be rolling.
Rank these posse cuts in the order of dopeness.
Okay.
We're all in the same gang. Self-destruction, heal yourself.
Self-destruction, we're all in the same gang, heal yourself. Like that.
In that order?
Self-destruction first, we're all in the same gang second, and heal yourself third.
Got you. I always go back and forth on where I rank heal yourself. Because, like, Kane comes in so strong. Heal Yourself had everybody on it that you wanted on Self-Destruction.
Yeah.
No slight to anybody that was on Self-Destruction.
No doubt. But you wanted to hear LL.
I wanted an LL verse on there.
Now, the rumor is that LL was supposed to be on Self-Destruction, but the beef between Russell and Chris was so thick, Russell wouldn't let it go down. So LL wrote Light's verse.
Oh.
And then he went and did the Heal Yourself joint against Russell's wishes, but Def Jam wouldn't give him clearance to be in the video. That's why when we get the LL's
they're
partner,
looking at a radio
looking at a radio. Yeah, that's the rumor.
Insider trading is real.
Yeah.
And Jam Master Jay and DMC's verse on Heal Yourself is crazy too.
Yo.
I would have loved to hit him on Self-Destruction.
Man, Jam Master Jay was one of the realest jokers. Like, Jam Master Jay was just dope, yo.
Y'all had a personal relationship?
You know, weed brings so many people together. But, you know, he treats you the same all the time. DMC treats you the same all the time, whether you're, 50 Cent or whether you're just Lil Hakim Green. Yeah. He's going to give you the same love. And that's how I love Jam Master Jay. It was just a shame that we lost that.
He was a real one, man.
Yeah, man.
I met him about a couple years before he passed, and he was starting the DJ Academy. And he was like, yo, I need help putting together, DJs for DJ Academy in Dallas. And, like, we had a mutual friend by the name of KK Holiday who was working for MTV at the time. And, like, yo.
I know KK.
As a kid, I'm like, yeah, what do you need, man? Like,
word, yeah.
It's just beautiful to, like, love the culture so much as a kid and get to interact with people like yourself who are still an active part of it. It's like, kids can't see Thor in real life. They see a guy dressed as Thor, but it's not real Thor. Like, I get to hang out with my Thors and my Incredible Hulks and my Spider-Man, man. So,
like, you're superheroes. Like, when you get embraced by Big Daddy, you get embraced by Rakim. You just going he's Snoop.
Yeah.
Like, Snoop that's another just real, like, he gives everybody the same level of love.
And I think that's why people love him so much.
Yeah, no doubt, no doubt.
We can go on and on, man.
Yes,
we got probably link back up and do a part 2.
We will, right?
And
for sure.
We're probably gonna hear some music together, right?
Yeah.
Tap it, yo. But one time, yo, welcome to Headkrack's hip hop spot. The king, the man, the myth, the legend, Hakim Green.
Salute.
Dump Trump.
Yeah, all day, every day. November 6th, getting them polls. We dumping Trump. Yeah.